time to install the snare wires and the snare rail. So I've got some brand new string, brand new elastics. The rough edges have been taken off the ends of the wires and lubricated the adjustment thread here. So I need to put one end in first. Oh, must be the other end. And set it down. And then we need to thread the new ties on. So one is actually longer than the other, better check that first, and the longer one will be for the snare strainer side. Okay, that's the long one. So through the holes on the rail first, and it sits in that little holder there. I haven't done this before, so I'm learning as I go. So I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to put it on, whether it's better to put the other side on first or to do this side. I'll find out. We'll see how we go as they come around and go underneath to the strainer. And then just through the normal strainer grip end. I know you can't see it there, but I can't turn it up that way or else it will fall out. So I'm going to go on the inside of the screws on the strainer. Hopefully they're backed out enough. I'll just undo it a little bit more. Came all the way off, which kind of helps. One screw is all the way out on the plate on the strainer at the moment. So I've just put this side string through, and I'll just start the thread on that screw. And it may be even easier to take the screw all the way out the other side when I put that one in too. It's very awkward. There's not much room in there at all. Yeah, I'm going to just back that out as well. So I'm just putting it around the inside of the two screws here. I'm going down on the inside, and then I'm going to bring the leftover string back up the other side before I tighten it completely. And I will show you this in a minute. Alright, they're both on. Let me see if I can show you. Alright, so here I've gone down the inside of the screw, and then I'm going to bring the string on up around here and then tighten each screw. Alright, so on the inside on this side, around, so it's kind of gripping the string twice. I always like to do that on my strainers just to make sure that this clamping mechanism is really grabbing a lot of string instead of just one strand going one way. So that's probably a good thing to do on a lot of your drums if you're redoing one of your snare strings, or it's not a problem with if you're using the tab stuff, but for string it's always good to get like a double bite on each end if you can go down and then up again. Just trying to pull this direction and hang on to the string at the same time, and just trying to level it up so that it's even in between. The thing is, I'm not sure where the thread is, whether I'm too far in or out of the snare thread adjustment, the round one, so I don't know which way I've got the most adjustment yet. So it's all a bit of a stab in the dark at the moment whether this is going to work, but I'll just get it gripping a little bit and I'll put the other side on, and really it's about setting the other side firmly in position, getting it right this side, making sure that that is tight and centered from that side first. So in retrospect, I guess it's better to put the butt side on first. Alright, and I also, this is purely an accident, but I did this one up in the snare on position, so it was the lever was across and pulled down, so that's a good spot to start if I was going to do it, so it's a happy accident. Alright, so same deal with this, so go through from the inside, so through the inner holes from the inside to the out, and then underneath and down, underneath and down. Okay, and this is where I would pull, well, actually get it in the right central position. So if I can tighten that one up, it's pretty good. It's pretty centered. That's not too bad for starters anyway. Alright, so I'm going to just bring this string, level it up and put it through the clamp on this side, on the inner sides of the screws. Same again, going to try and get a double bite on the string. Okay, so just to show you, see I've gone through on the inner side and then out and up. Doesn't look like it because that's close to there, but it's gone on the inside, out and up. Alright, basically that's done, but the extra bit of, and I think it's a really good thing, these elastics, when it's in the off position and the snares are hanging down off the drum, these actually pull it down off the drum, and in my opinion it helps the snare mechanism re-engage because there's some tension on it at the same time. So I think these are a really good thing to put on it. They're not absolutely essential. My new reissue Rogers DynaSonic didn't come with any elastics on it, so they are optional. Once I did put them on the reissue, I found it was much nicer to put the snare mechanism on and off, so it's an optional thing. Put these on, and these are going to go through these extra holes, and there, you can't see it there, but there's some extra holes in here, and it's going to go over the top of that thread and through the hole. Could be a little awkward, but see how we go. Very awkward. Bit of patience. Okay, that's where that should be. Over the top of this central thread and through each side of those holes. And then that's going to come back out, and these little guards and the screw will go squish between the guard and the hoop. So I can show you this way for this one. So once that's through, we've got which way are we coming out? Okay, up and through. There's also one more journey it's got to take through these holes right here. So it goes up and through here. have to really stretch this, so I've got to get one side on. I might even pull this side back through, and then I'll have to really stretch it through for the other side. But it's going to go in here, and it'll be clamped down between these two pieces of metal. At the moment, so that would give us some slack, so with it off. Loosen both. Okay, I've got some slack. That should go under, inside there. Ultimately, I would like to see it come back through, but I don't think there's going to be enough there for it to grab onto. I'm going to pull it through so there it comes all the way through. I'm undoing these a lot now, so there'll be a bit of a gap between the hoop, see that? It's got to go under. Any way you can, shove it right under there. Okay, see, I've just pulled it under, from the outside under. Now I can pull that back, so less is coming through, so just to here. Alright, so a tiny bit hanging out. Do that up, and then I can pull it through the other side. Okay, I can pull that slack through now, pull it off the head now, and that's its job. So it pulls it off there. Okay, so push this one under this side, if I can. And I'm going to have to loosen this one, and I hope it doesn't pull through, because I need a bit of slack to lift up the other side, and luckily I made it. Okay, so I'll just let it be roughly the same on this side, hanging out the same amount. It's not vital, it doesn't have to be the same. That's it, tighten the other side, and this side is completed. Alright, so that's its job, to pull in that direction. Alright, and obviously it's not lined up properly because I really stretched it the wrong way, so I'll need to kind of make it relax into a central position by just kind of helping it find its center point. Pull the elastic through, and just try and make it as even as possible. Alright. Still need to do the other side, so once that's done it's all going to change slightly again. Right, see how that's getting more central? Just through pulling the elastic through, and it, see? Alright. Then we do the same on the other side, but hopefully it's easier. Alright, backside's on, and there might be some adjustment to do, but that's basically all together now. Yep, That's pretty good. Beautiful. Alright, it's working as it should. Well, I'd say job done. What do you think? Let me know in your comments what you think. So there you have it, all 3 parts. So if you haven't seen the other 2 parts, check out below. I'll put links to those in the description below. Thanks for watching. Please comment, ask questions. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. This was my first experience in restoring this type of drum, so I learnt a lot from doing it. I hope you have too. I hope it helps you if you're stuck on something and you need a bit of guidance of how to thread those strings back together and stuff like that. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you another time.